Hello, everybody. I am back. Give me a sec. I'm just in the middle of a pull here. I'm doing a roulette just before reset. So, I'm going to get that out of the way. And let's switch over, actually. Give me a sec. Audio here. So yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. I hope the streams look good. We are doing a Narrow Reap, which is a optional dungeon. Comes up every now and then. It's a pretty okay. It's a rare occasion. But other than that, everything is better. I am getting more and more healthy, so that's coolio. Ah, mother of. So, I wasn't streaming yesterday, which I think was good. So, we're streaming today, and we also have clears today with the new group, which is interesting. Because looks like we're gonna lose a healer today because he doesn't have time to raid anymore, so we'll have to replace him. As I'm still new, I'm not gonna say anything. It's just not my problem. I'm still a guest in all this here, technically. But yeah. Oh, I actually forgot. I actually joined the Walkers, which is Jesse's guild that he made when he did all this here. So I'm part of that with this here alt now, just to have some little bit of variety of community. They know the crawlers, which is the main. So all that is good. I also have one of my group members, or FC members, help me out with moving something over to the alt that I needed. That's cool. But yeah, we're just gonna finish. I think we're gonna start the. We're gonna start. I think we're gonna start doing the quest for. We're definitely gonna do one story quest today. We're also gonna do the job quest for what's it called, for Dark Knight, which I'm playing right now because everything else is level 70 or 80. So I want to get this here to 70 so we can go ahead and do all this here. Yeah. Why is... Oh, I know why. Okay. I used it. Oh, come on, Tornado. That's not fair. It's gonna... there. I am not hitting? Okay. What? Oh, I hate this. Come on. Okay. Yeah, it's funny. No, I'm not gonna do that. Let's die already. You. And out. Okay. So yeah. That's the gold here. Let's get some food in and let's start the next leg of the Dark Knight. Ah, Sarah, fellow master of dark arts, and yet that is one of many faces you wear. Slayer of God, Rider of Dragon, your savior of Isgard. A hero? By measure, stood against Nidhogg on the steps of faith, and others fled. A hero who walked in the light and fight for the great cause, and a knight who walked in darkness and fights for the forgotten. Contradiction, some might say. Rubbish, I say. But you tell me, do you yet walk the path? So long as innocents suffer, I will not forsake the abyss. Thought not. And let us speak as comrades. Isgard has seen much change in recent days, and yet many proclaim it to be the drawing of a new era of peace, prosperity, and enlightened age. As yet we both know, the brighter light, the deeper the shadow. As the Dark Knight must remain vigilant for justice and be ever ready to defend the weak and the downtrodden now more than ever. It has been a while since we patrolled the streets of Fair City. It felt the cobblers beneath our boots and so forth. A tour of the top might be in order. Why don't we start with the last vigil? I think we're gonna do one or two, depending on how long they are. And then we're going to go into Stormblood. We also need to do our dailies. And I need to go around 7. Because I need to prep things. See what's gonna happen. It's gonna be autoed. Yeah, it's autoed. As you look at look on Fortim's manor, you reflect upon the time in Ishgard, comrades with whom you traveled, those lost along the way. So distracted. Ah, right. You were at a war at House Fortin. Once upon a time, yes. No, I suppose not. Huh. Damn this thing, I swear I heard something in your backpack. Great. Bloody hells, is that your soul crystal? What happened to the other half? Forgive me, it seems I'm the ones responsible. I do not know you, boy. Name yourself. Mist, my lord. I'm no lord. You're no mist. Don't think I wouldn't know a bastard from a brewer of the rumor by sight. I have a power which I can use to help those in need. Alas, the power requires a tremendous quantity of ether. And I thought to draw a natural source nearby, but in doing so, I stole a portion of that contained within your crystal. Forgive me, please, forgive me. I will now return it to you, I promise, but I must first ask you to allow me to use a portion. How about no? Mist, was it? Who do you want to help? Anyone. Look around you. It is not the world filled with sadness and despair. If you can free but one single person from their burdens, he means well enough. Why don't we help him find someone in need of giving him a chance for use his powers? Bloody Bill, let's believe him, the mysterious boy with the mysterious power who mysteriously stole a portion of Sarah's soul crystal. Who could possibly go? What could possibly go? Well, it's your crystal, Sarah. Either we deal with the boy here and now, or we go along with his plan. Since you're not reaching for your sword, I gather it's the latter. Congratulations, boy. You get your wish. We're not to find any poor unfortunate soul here, so I suggest we head to the Foundation. And if we find no one suitable there, you are to return the stolen what you stole at once. Understood? Yes, my lord. Thank you for your patience and your trust. Well, well. See what Mr. Mist has in stock for us. Illy. You have a curse that the remaining funds will be delivered. Surely that is enough to convince you to resume work. I got a score of a client clamoring for me services. Client willing to pay in full in advance. I'll be fooled to put you ahead of. Understand that, I do. But I've been but I've been an entity since we first broken this agreement. And many of my clients whom you speak have come to you but recently. I know this to be true. It's one thing to aid a scholasticate, milady, but you couldn't understand me position here. Bloody politics it is. No man's lift a chisel till we're paid in full. I'm sorry, but that's the way it's gotta be, and blessed even to you. Oh, I beg your pardon, I did not notice you were standing here. As you may have overheard, I am funding the restoration of the statue of Saint Valorant. And, as you may have guessed, it's not going well on the account of my insufficient funds. And my family's growing infamy. My cousin was Sir Ignace, the Vacinet of the Heavensward. He served the Archbishop faithfully, together with the sworn brothers. Great goodly men were complicit in the terrible crimes. If Sir Emmerich and the Warrior of Light are to believe so. Ignace was distraught. When he learned the statue has been destroyed by the Duranians, he took it upon himself to champion the restoration, but because of these tales, others have been reluctant to involve themselves. I don't know, nor care if Sir Emmerich speaks the truth. Ignace was my cousin and a man of the Fury, and I will honor him completing his legacy. Oh, so it once believed, perhaps it is indeed beyond me. Okay. We found someone, didn't we? I knew it. Knew we would. Can't help you yet. I can help you, yes. I will make it right. I have the power. Come, let us not keep the poor woman waiting. I don't think it's power she needs, it's actually money. Is this child a friend of yours? The way he stares at me is somewhat... Do you wish to see your cousin again? No? Well, yes, I would love to see Ignace again. More than anything, but I know I will not. He walks with alone his halls, I'm certain. Think of him. Think of his face, of his smiles, oh, his laugh. Remember every moment you shared, every memory. And hold that image in your mind's eye, and then go to a quiet place and share where no one will come. Wait for me there. I really don't understand what this is all about, but since you seem so earnest, I trust that you know what do as you trust in you and do as you ask. There is a garden in the south of the tribunal, in which we were both found. I pray you will explain all to me when this is finished. Go with her. Go to Siturgo and Ryle, and bring them with me. Then you will all understand what I can do and why you must help. That is a promise. Well, I fucking hope so, because you're creeping me the fuck out, that's for sure. Let's do a main MSQ quickly. It should have reset. It is up here, right? Yeah, it's in the last vigil, so quick is this see what we're getting. And also, what is this here? Is it up or down? It's up, right? Yes, this is your garden, right? Yeah, it's right here. Okay, Praetorium. For the 2,550 millionth time, it's pray. You know what we're gonna do? Because I am so tired of doing pray. We've been doing it every time we were going into MSQ. So, we are going to listen to some music instead while this here is playing. So as soon as we're out, I'm going to hit my macro to lower the music, background music. And we're going to listen to some tunes. So, there and... I think this here fits well. Pray. Why does it always have to be pray? It's insane how often it happens. Like, really insane. Like, I think it's probably one of the most used, but again, I can understand also in this year's server why, because of because it's so, like, so many people are making new characters and all that. Oh, and the new patch came out today. I forgot to talk about that. So it wasn't a major patch. It was just a small patch. So there were some changes to Warrior, Reaper, Bard, Machinist. It was potency changes, and everybody got PvP changes. All classes. I haven't been into PvP. Don't really care about it that much. So yeah. But again, it's cool. Warrior seems like the Warrior change actually is noticeable I think, and also the what's it called, the Reaper chains, and Black Mage also. Black Mage also got a little tiny bit of both. So yeah. So that is gonna be fun to check out how much extra DPS that changes in after some time, because people are of course gonna have to mess around with it a little bit. Is the music a little bit loud? I don't know. Or is the audio a little bit low? I don't know. I think it might be perfect, actually. The blend. So so yeah, that is exciting. Also, let's see here. Going into the office, if everything goes well and I get more and more healthy over the next couple of days, so I'm not coughing or feeling sluggish and all that stuff, Friday I'm going into the office, because last Friday I was not able to do it. But yeah. This here one is a little bit bad. Let's check. This. Do. Love Lumen Group. This here is their first album, if I remember correctly. I've seen them live. They're actually fucking amazing live. Oh, down. Yay. I was actually looking for something else. Oh, in Blooming Grow. I just stumbled upon it. Uh, so much good music you can't play. God damn it. Let's actually go over and see what sign in. Here. Cancel. Cancel. Good. Search. L. That's not bad. Because this here is safe. Okay. There we go. Yeah, switch over to Pretzel Rock, and now it actually also, if you're interested in who is playing it, posts that in the chat also. Two notifications, okay. Oh, it's Miracle of Sound, okay. I actually, well, I understand he's on Pretzel Rock, but he was highly against you playing his music on Twitch at some point, if I remember correctly, because he was not making money of it like otherwise. So. Maybe he's changed his mind. I haven't heard anything from him since the Witcher stuff, pretty much. Which is probably his best stuff. I didn't follow his solo career. And he's probably doing stuff still. Yeah, it's called, oh, it's on his level 10. I think I have level 4 or level 5 is the album that I have. Got it by Bandcamp. Not really a great song in my opinion. And now we have Gaius and Sitar. Here's a fucking, not a great song. Mother Earth, Miracle of Sound. I don't want to hear Miracle of Sound. Miracle of Sound, Miracle of Sound. Holy fuck, there's too much miracle sound. What's this? Heavier cake by eye of one. Holy mother. That's Steiner also, okay. We're just gonna switch over to synthwave. Because oh, future maybe. They all try. Do you believe in Eorzea? Okay. Eorzea's unity is forged of falsehoods. Its city-states are built on deceit, and its faith is an instrument. See, this here is why I don't like Pretzel Rock. It's just like if when I'm browsing through, it's just spamming a chat. Prize. 800 and it's because there's not a lot of people on, and then all the premium shit, which I could understand if you use it a lot, but like for free shit. With all due respect, let us just switch over to something we know. This here is better. Nor is this unknown to your masters, which prompts the question: why do they cling to these false deities? What drives even men of learning, even the great Louis Soir, to grovel at their feet? Your masters lack the strength to do otherwise. For the world of man to mean anything, man must own the world. To this end, he hath fought ever to raise himself through conflict, to grow rich through conquest. And when the dust of battle settles, it is ever the strong who dictate the fate of the weak. Oh, come on, guys. Too late, fuck it. Oh well. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Get out of here. Ah, your friend has arrived, and he brought companions. I see. No, it cannot be. Ignace, is it really you? Oh, praise Alona, you're alive. You're alive. Ah, my dear cousin, it warms me with your heart to see you in good health. I pray you forgive me for my lengthy absence. Don't be foolish. There was only joy to see in your return. Come, we must go to father and mother at once. How they will weep inside of you. I cannot better for them to mourn me as a son whose grave his life and his service to the Archbishop and his home. I've heard that that you yet labor to see the statue of Saint Valorant restored. Know that I'm grateful beyond measure. I'm undeserving of your praise, cousin. From all my efforts, the statue remains a shadowed ruin. But seeing you here, so full of light and life, fills me with renewed conviction. I will see it through, I swear to you. And if you have indeed done things you say, perhaps it will earn your measure of forgiveness. I love you, cousin. Now and forever. Look after my parents and yourself. I don't know how you did it, but thank you for bringing him back to me. But you must know he is not safe here. I pray you will help me to flee this city. He's right. Ishgard is no place for a man of the Heavens Ward. We will sneak him out of the city. The fewer, the better. Meet us at Falcon's Nest after, and we have much to discuss. But he's dead. You can't like you're fucking with things you should not fuck with. Fearful being seen in by the sentries, I bade the others to go ahead. You should hurry. The further they take years from Millie, the weaker he will become. And pray we are not too late. You're a fucking idiot. Forgive me. I should have known that the magic would not sustain itself much longer. That much you see before you is Ignace, is the remaining of him. I can give him give the form the memories form. I can breathe them full of life and return them to the loved ones. But as for the memories fade, so too does the magic. Ether formless and free. That is which I used to make Ignis and my Millie whole. Draw your sword, reclaim what which you have lost, consume their best with Soul Eater. This fit is good. We had enough of this farce. Conjuring a simulacrum of a body, the bloody night of the heavens world in the middle of Ishgard, fear it take me, you are a fool. We're lucky to be alive. The soul crystal is restored then. No, just a portion of it. Or not? We had an agreement, boy. You returned which you stole. Forgive me. I return to you that which we used to give Ignis life. But as for the remainder, 4 more times is within my power to do. 4 more times, and 4 more times I shall be made whole. Got my word. For a boy with such an incredible power, you are remarkably helpless. Not only did you rob Sarah of her either, but you imposed upon her to find people in need. You want to do good, you want to be a hero, you want to help people, then why don't you be better prepared? I was never a hero. I will never be a hero. I only want to help. It is not death itself we fear, but the unfinished story. The promise of what could have been. It's enough to break a heart and a woman. The shattered pieces of life will never come together again. But if the glimpse of their loved ones grant them the peace they deserve, then I must. It is your decision, Sarah. You are the victim. Perhaps some good will come of this. Thank you. Thank you. Together, we'll make them whole. You're not going anywhere, Mist. Even Sid, he may look and act like a Tricklepool is ours, but he means well. Fine. I'm only trying to put the fear of the gods into the little shite, but all means go ahead and undermine my authority. Anyways, I'd rather not freeze to death out here in the snow. Let us return to Falcon's Nest and discuss what to do next. Okay. It is one of the longer quests, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go ahead and do Token's Faith next. And after we finish this here, but before we start that up, I'm just gonna have a little bit of bathroom break after this here. We're gonna do this. Just what we need. Another child to look after. I'm a Dark Knight, not a nursemaid, even though I know anymore. But times they are changing, and perhaps the Dark Knight must change with them. Long held the truth beyond the lies, but villains though should be glad I never have to deal with another hero again. No offense, of course, but you are an acceptant that approving the rule. The righteous shall always again compromising the Vods betide the man who offers the delicate sensibilities. If anything, I shall come. You are too accommodating. The Eva and Soul Crystal are at stake 4 times, as he swears, but it is hold them together. In the meantime, you may get some rest and attention, as 2 of them will keep company. Maybe I'll find somewhere to take a nap in a town and have a drink. Be right back. And I'm back. Excuse me. Swati resistance fighter. Let's see what he says. Not all. Where could he have got to? Oh, pardon me. Fellow lover of freedom and justice, have you seen the ward of the destroyer anywhere? Have you? Maybe on the grounds, as if a certain bloody fool had dropped it. Aye, it's been him. If I had it this morning, that much I know for certain. I've not left the wreath since, and it's not it's got to be around here somewhere. If you got anything, got a moment to spare, would you be willing to help me search? I spent time in the Temple of Fist earlier, so I might be near there. As for me, I'd look around near the office pavilion. They're hardly rare. I know, but I could just easily buy another. But even so, please help me find it. Okay. I swear I was such high and low, and it's just won't turn on. 7 hells, that's the one. That's my lucky ward. You're a godsend, sister. Before I was born, my mother made a pilgrimage to the Temple of Fist, where she, and like many others, received the blessing of a monk. And then Theoretic came and burned the whole thing to the ground, and the mad bastard, and after him came the Galarians, and who cared even less for our beliefs. But I still keep the old ways, as do many others, and when my son is born, I'll teach him the stories and the scriptures, as my mother taught me. Alpha Node. With that, another task is complete, Sarah. Have you, I hear you have been keeping busy. Aye, that she has, and we thank her for it. It pleases me to inform you that your new recruits have completed their initial training and stand ready to contribute. As discussed with Nago, I would have you present a proposal for an assault of the Cashstone Villadonia at General Eldon's personal line. Of course, sir. Are you and Euros planning to return to Casting Orients before the operation? If so, why don't you travel together? It seems a fine suggestion, but I must consult my comrades or we depart. Very well, I will wait for you at the pass, but not too long. I expect Kral and Yustola wish to remain here for the support of the Kyrugians, but nevertheless we should go ask them. They're probably over at the ward for the Kyrugians. It's not a miss. Blah, 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 blah. I see. That would explain the sudden flurry of activity outside. The Joint Operation Master return of point in the conflict of the Gaulians, and it's the first time in the Resistance and the Alliance shall go on the offense and attempt to capture the Imperial outpost occupied by the territories. Personally, I believe that the imperative that we offer them full support, as the case with Ishgard. However, this is not the choice to be made lightly, nor the less others' behalves. This is a war. Even our deciders must decide what the part they want to play. I fight for Alamiga as my father had for Yida. In the end, I'm in it for the end. The choice was made for us ere we were born, brother. When the Empire marched on Eorzea. They will stop at nothing to subjugate and slaughter us all. When Belsov and Darnus, we're but the first to try. Though our favor is surprising, but I cannot dispute your logic. As for the risk repeating myself, I'm of course of the same mind. The present situation is unattended and further complicates the existence of Ilbert's Primal. I believe that we have no recourse but to directly open and intervene. I thought this a foregone conclusion given our action thus far, but if you require a renewal affirmation, then yes, I am still wholly committed to this cause for the ultimity of the same cause that I was served since first I pledged to serve Master Louis Suave the Circle of the Knowing, the salvation of Eorzea, and by any means necessary. That said, I shall refrain from taking the field on this occasion. There are many here who require further treatment, and doubtlessly more to come after. I came here for Mephilia, and it hasn't changed. However, I would like to stay with the Estola for now to tend the wounded. As for you, Sarah, you are, to quote our dear friend Lord Edmund, a woman who slew Gaius van Belzar, and some half-dozen primals beside. Your presence may well be proved the difference between victory and defeat. May look to you as a hero, but a heap of great expectation upon your shoulders. But you, like every side, must decide for yourself. Carry on for those we have lost and for those we have yet to save. Well said indeed. Take care of your store, Kral. And do not hesitate to contact us if you require assistance, please. I would ask that you remain here by Conrad's side. We should go, or Minago will leave without us. I persuade you to join us, Sarah. Should you wish to give your decision to further consideration, cast more interest would seem an adept place to do so. You need not answer right away, but I'm sure I could convince Minago to wait a little longer. So, you will be accompanying us. Oh, glad I'm here to hear. All said, excellent. Then let us be all. Speak with Rauban at Castrum Orient. Welcome back, comrade. What news? Greetings, General. I'm Commander of Camp behest to brief you on the latest development of the Reach. Our recruitment efforts is expansions exceed expectations. In addition, welcoming many motivated young Amigans, our ranks have been bolstered by the arrival of a number of experienced veterans, but thanks in large part of the efforts of the Scions. As a consequence, we are now able to field half a dozen new units. This is more being trained as we speak. Good. Gala Conrad is eager to strike while the iron's hot. Just so, General, the proposals that have been prepared. We begin the preparation for the joint operation of capturing Castrum Valedonia. Capture Valedonia, that will not be easy, will it? However, be necessary if we are to push east towards the capital. There is no profit in delay. There's no profit in delay. It is only a matter of time before Galileans learn of our plans and summon reinforcements. The Alliance hereby accepts Commander Kemp's proposal. Tell him to take no chance at bringing able-bodied Almegans who can wield a weapon. Pippin, I want you to want Valdonian watches. Assess its defenses. Every fortress has a weakness, and I would know this one. If there is no objection, General, might the Scions join the martial tournament? All means. If that is all, let us be about it. Conrad and the General of one mind, it seems. Wish to I could say the same. This aggressive strategy may well profit in the end, with losses we will suffer in the meantime. Anyway, we should speak with the Vice Marshal about the reconnaissance mission and see if we could how he would like to proceed. And here we have the first flying quest, I'm guessing, yes. Tegama. Ah, shit. Got one. There we go. What? There we go. Oh shit, there are multiple shit. One up here also. Okay. Oh man, why is it so bad? Do this now. Oh shit, I can't fly. Yet. Yet. And there we go. Perfect. Okay. Pippin. Storm Officer Pippin. Thank you for volunteering to join me. This should be a fairly straightforward reconnaissance mission, one so long as we don't have any the ill fortune of running afoul of Imperial Patrol. Come to this nation's far east end of the just north of Eldonia. Okay, so it is around and here, I think. Because Eldonia has to be right here. Or at least I hope so. I'll figure it out. But I... Castellum Corvi. Yeah, it has to be this way because... What? Okay. Great. How the fuck do I get up? This way. Fucking hole. Little fuck around. Compass. East. Pippin. This ought to be a close enough. Let's settle in for watch. That said, it should be prudent to keep our weapons at the ready, even if the passing patrol stumble upon us. Oh,
Excellent. The disposition of the Imperial forces is exactly as expected. I will notify Father. Cannon fire! Where did it come from?
Smoke! There! Is that... Oh gods, it's Ralga's Reach.
It's no use. I think someone's jamming our communications.
You don't think... Could this be part of a coordinated attack?
Too early to draw conclusions. We must abort the assault and return to the Reach at once.
Probably the skulls. Yep.
Forward! Forward! Give them no quarter!
You! Traitor! Kinslayer!
You're no kin of mine! Mavrid! Hells take you!
Ah, there he is. The Viceroy.
Well, well. Stand aside, Pilus. This one has promise.
Have a care, my lord. She's not like the others.
Do not disappoint me, girl, or I will kill you.
Seven hells! It's him! It's Xenos!
The Viceroy! Oh, you are a dead man! Ah!
So spirited, and yet so empty. A magical barrier. Alas. It will not save you.
Hold the line, Byrolga! Hold the line!
Cryle!
Alphino!
We saw the smoke and thought we heard explosions. Are we under attack?
The Imperials were all over us before we realized what was happening. No one knew where to run or what to do. It was chaos. Lise and Master Kemp rallied the guards and bought us enough time to get some of the wounded to safety, but I haven't seen either of them since.
Confound it! If we lose the Reach, this will all have been for naught. Arenvold, can you escort these people to the wall?
Aye, sir.
Our place is at the Reach. We must offer such aid and succor as we are able. Saving lives is now our paramount concern. If we can hold back the Imperials until Father sends reinforcements, we may yet turn the tide.
I'll join you. I've done all I can for these people, and you'll be crying out for a healer in there.
I fear you're right. Come, there is no time to lose.
But what the hell is Alphino? Like, is he a summoner now? He should be a scholar. He has the book. No, that's because he has carbuncle. That's why. Okay, who needs an ass kicking?
It's all over now!
Okay, okay. Okay. Ah, the rotation. I hate the rotation with Dark Knight. It's so fucking...
For the glory of the flames!
Yeah, this here is a massacre. Okay, deeper inside, okay. So they're probably up here, I'm guessing. Ah! There you are. See how well you do against me.
What took you so long? Alphano, I need your help. My lord, the prisoners!
See to your men, Pilus.
Oh, there we have you.
As you command, my lord.
Let's see what you can do now, see, Azenas.
Your friends were a disappointment. But you will entertain me, will you not? Be gone!
Let's see what you can do, you fuck.
Yeah. Give me something to remember. Yeah.
Okay. Might say weak, but I'm still fucking destroying your shitty ass. See my Majesty, this is the end now. Okay, let's...
pathetic.
Seven hells.
Shall we give chase, General?
Nay. There's been enough death this day. See to the wounded.
Aye, sir.
You all right, lass? Aye, I do not doubt it.
Don't you die on me, Ashola! Hold on! Don't worry, it's going to be all right. Alphino, Master Kemp is all yours.
Understood.
Don't just stand there gawping. Hold her down while I work.
Aye, aye.
The worst is past, but without the proper facilities, I can do no more.
Master Kemp too would be better served in the infirmary. Let us take them there without delay.
Give us a hand, would you, Lise? Oh, of course. I know you must be exhausted, but there will be others who need our help. Leave these two to us and look to the other wounded.
Come on. You did well, Sarah. You save lives no matter what happens, remember that. Now then, let's do what we can for the wounded. Every minute counts. See to the wounded, Sarah. If they live, help them. If not, move on. Triage, as it's called. See who has the likelihood of survival. They get first treatment. God damn it, Minford. Where are you telling me to use head and stay alive? Minford lies motionless. Breathe his last. Clench his fist in a small charm, which you take for safekeeping. It was already cold when I got to him. There was naught I could do. That charm must have been important. You best take it to Conrad. Inago Melfred, where are you? This is. He's dead, isn't he? If it was a warrior, always thinking about others before himself, he once had an Imperial patrol chase him night 9 of 20 miles so that that his wounded would have time to escape. His comrades loved him for it, of course, though that only made him worry more. Did you know that he sent his men to Carmel away because he thought that they were fighting for him? And not the cause. Well, he did. The only life he was willing to risk was his own, you see. That's exactly the kind of man who should be a leader. The kind of man who deserves to survive. Not a old fool who's used who's all used up. There's no lodging in it, Mr. Kemp. Oh, it is. Who stands, who falls in the heart of battle. But we can do our best, as he did. Manfred will be solely missed, but because of his sacrifice, many who lived, who otherwise would not, and they need us now more than ever. Aye. That they do. Forgive me. I had high hopes for him this long. But defeat was no near thing. It was total, a humiliation. We were powerless to withstand the enemy assault. But we cannot afford to dwell on our failures, and as Alphonse says, it is those who survive who must think of now. Because we no longer safe, the Imperials have withdrawn, but they could return at time to finish what they began. We dare not remain here. Those who are not fit to journey to Castrum Orient, we need to be taken to by chocobo carriage. Agreed? Good. I shall oversee the preparation for the carriage. In the meantime, I would have you escort the infirmary for supplies and might prove useful during the journey. Forgive me, I have an imperative that we continue preparing the medicine for the wounded. If you desire treatment, I must ask you to seek elsewhere. Oh, I see. In that case, you're free to search the barber and take which you require. I would not have it peel dine on route. If you say, I would assist you, but this process demands undivided attention. Time to pack up. Move on. Flame courier. Miss Marshall Turnip. You said might have something for me. Well, be praised. They should be put the direst hearts at ease. Tell the Vice Marshal we await his orders. Stoll and the others are safety strapped in. Don't worry. I'll be by their side in the entire time. Thank you, Crow. I'll walk alongside and need to protect him for the Guardians that try anything. Hang on. You're injured too, aren't you? You shouldn't be one of those carriages. I'm not so frail that I can't make a trip on my own. Besides, there's still work to be done here. I'll see you at the wall when it's finished. As you wish, then let us see forth at once, and we shall move as quickly as our comrades' health allows. To Castrum Orient. pay for their safety. You saved a good many men of my men. I cannot thank you enough for that. But the fact remains our forces are diminished, and in that state we will not be mounting an assault at the castle or anywhere else. We need to be honest with ourselves about our prospects. But first, we will put our affairs here in order. Afterwards, we will join you at the Castor Morians. Understood? We'll speak. We will go speak with General Edelin. Pippin has already departed with the wounded, has he? Good. We have completed our search of the Reach and the surrounding areas. As far as we can tell, Xenos and his men returned straight forward to the spectral impersonators after quitting this place. It would seem he lost interest in us. Which brings us to the most troubling question of all. Not how he found us, but how he chose to spare our lives having done so. In war, you're killed or captured by the enemy. You don't leave him to fight another day. Only a fool would turn his back and walk away. But Xenos is no fool. Whatever his motive is, not at the time or the place to think of it. It will leave a token of force and watch the Reach. The rest will fall back to Castor Warriors, and we will discuss the path forward. Carl is with Stola. He still hasn't woken up. Carl says she's through the worst. Given the severity of our wounds, we could have hoped for no more. Let us pray she makes a full recovery. We lost a lot of good people, didn't we? I saw what happened when the Skull's commander cut down Manfred. A single blow, that was that. Everything we fought for, all his hopes and dreams for the future, gone in an instant. Do you want to know the worst part? It wasn't a Garlane who did it, it was Alamigan. God help us if I ever... No, not now. Not while General is waiting. Oh, Lise.
Were it not for the swift actions of the Scions and the Alliance, many more would have died. You risked your lives to save ours, and for that we thank you.
There is no need for thanks. We are allies, are we not?
Aye, just so. Let us not dwell on this tragedy, but look to the future.
The future? I'm sorry, General, but there is no future for us.
Yeah, he's calling it quits.
Gods, I can still see Mefrid with that woman standing over him. They've ripped the heart out of us, General. They've broken us. Our fight is over.
Master Kemp, please.
I'll always hate them with every fiber of my being. For what they took from us then and now. Our homeland, our freedom, our bloody children.
You mean the Skulls? The youths who fight for Xenos?
Grania Lupi, the Black Wolf's legacy and our shame. A unit made up of children born to Alamegan dignitaries who came of age during the occupation. Sons and daughters of Gir Abania, raised to be proud citizens of the Empire, with all the rights and responsibilities that entails. It'd be easy to curse them and call them traitors, but they're our children. Our flesh and blood. If the only way to forge the future we want is to cut down our own, then...
Then what was it all for?
Nargo?
What will you say to the families of the fallen? To the mothers, and the widows, and the orphans? Will you tell them it was all for nothing?
Listen to the girl. We dare not suffer our comrades' sacrifices to have been in vain. Now is the time to steel our resolve and press on, painful though it may be.
And when Xenos comes back with his army, what then? This isn't the first time, you know. You'll be hard-pressed to find men brave or stupid enough to face him again.
I still can't believe how strong he was. He humiliated us back there. The Warrior of Light included. Gods help us if he's next in line to the Garlean throne.
Well,
Loath though I am to say it, we should not be surprised. Before succeeding Van Baelsar in Alamigo, Xenos led the Imperial army to Doma, where he crushed the rebellion utterly. As a matter of fact, Doma remains in his charge to this day. Suffice it to say, Varus's heir is a peerless warrior and an accomplished general. The question is, how are we to contend with such a foe?
take the fight to him.
Interesting. You are suggesting we kindle the flames of revolution in Doma once more and force Xenos to fight a war on two fronts?
For that, there would need to be someone left to fight on this front by the time you got back. Look, I'll not deny the plan as promised. And I feel for our brothers and sisters in Doma, truly I do. But I fear we lack the strength to see it through.
Have faith in your people, Master Kemp. Them and the Scions. Hold fast, rebuild, and when all is in place, we shall defeat Xenos together.
If you're going to Doma, I'm coming too. I want to help our friends there, and make sure nothing like this ever happens again.
Give us the time we need, and we will give you something far greater.
Very well. For all you have done for us, we will fight on. But be swift, comrades. Alamigo has suffered enough.
Gonna take some time. Here goes what I was saying. But the Scions do not have the strength to topple a provincial government here or anywhere. But I'm quite certain that it can be said for the Doma Liberation Front, nevertheless. But we cannot go. We can but go and assess the situation ourselves and see how what can be done. No stop a good accomplishment. I will remind you that my grandfather and his 12 disciples once journeyed to these lands to save Ioris and her people from a certain doom. Brave souls with an impossible task, and Ioris lives on. Our pressing mission may not be monumental in scope, but it is no less important than the multitude who would free from the imperial oppression. Whom will we free? Where men go as one, there is life, and where there is life, there is a cause to hope. My grandfather believed that, so do I. Before we go, we can forge ties with our friends in the Far East. We must first find a way to reach them. Vods is not exactly over the river and through the woods. One step ahead of you, dear sister, or rather the tower is. But before we discuss this, there's another issue I wish to address. Much as I would like it if we could make our journey together, someone will need to remain to serve as a liaison for the Alliance and the Resistance during the critical period. Moreover, as Yustola cannot be left unattended. Then I should always remain. Very well, issue addressed. No Alpha Node. It will be been quicker just to ask, and markedly less patronizing. Yes, I suppose I am. I will be willing to look after. Would you be willing to look after Yustola and provide support for Arnwald and the others? Yes, Alpha, I would. You see, it wasn't so hard, was it? Enjoy your trip, and don't you dare return with a gift. Oh, not dream of it. Right then, sister, Sarah, Elise, gather your things. We are heading to Limsa Lominsa. Let's see. What do we have? Holy crap, we have a lot. So let's do this. No, we need to first finish Marshall Brookstone's Hidden Truth, because we want that. Okay, Mount Bear. Go. Get that done. Oh, he has another quest. Don't know what that unlocks, but let's unlock it. Oh, it's I remember this. It is footprints, locked door. It's over. Where is it? Over here, right? Deserted. I remember this somewhere. Oops. And back. What the hell is all this? What is it unlocking? Speak with this here asshole again. Okay. What are you unlocking, my friend? It's not the alliance raid. It's not here. Is it no, it's not dungeon. It's not an optional dungeon. Go. Hero. And return. Teleport. Goes spend 10 hours regarding this here. Because I want to get to Doma. Stop today. Oh shit. Oh. Also need to remember some of my chocobo. What is it that I'm locking? Come on. Search for evidence. If I remember correctly, the evidence is around here. It's not. Where's it then? That's not it. That's it. Evidence, yay. Yeah. That's that. I have no idea what I unlocked. It doesn't matter. Right now, we are going to do this, and then we're gonna do this. Because we need to go back to Limsa. And with Limsa, what else is there? We need to go to Hawkeye's Alley. Talk my retainer. And we're gonna give him a lot of shit. Actually, all this here. Yes, and let me sell this. What's this? 59.99. And this here. Perfect. Speak with Alphino and Limsa. Where is he? He is at the inn. There it is. So, be here in a moment with our ship captain. So we're going by sea after all. Is Merblin lending us a pick of our Crimson fleet? Not exactly. You're right. As much as we will be traveling by sea, regrettably, it is not a simple feasible for airship to travel such a distance without improbably large fuel reserves. And say nothing to inevitable of running afoul of the Empire's aerial defenses. But then, it is equally feasible to sail to an Eorzean vessel, alliance vessel, half around the world without Empire taking a notice. Which leaves us only one option, as to speak of the devil. Sorry to keep you waiting. May I present to you Captain Carnival of the Kraken's Arms. Kraken's Arms, don't tell me you made a deal with the pirates. Greetings and salutations, sires. I take it from your comrade tone that you are no longer wish to proceed with the proposal arrangement. Not all, Captain. Pray forgive my sister her outburst. She has been one to speak her mind. I, on the other hand, am the very soul of the discretion, as many will respected personage would attest from officers of the Admiral and the High House of Ishgard. But where was I? Oh yes, the Science of the Seven Dawns do indeed still wish to employ your services. However, it is important that you are aware of the certain extenuating circumstances. an intent of securing passage to the Far East, you came to us, knowing for us to be proud purveyors to the said region finest spice, which you steal from the good faring merchants out of the high seas. Whatever privateering a Kraken's arm may or may not engage in, strictly within the limits of the law as set forth by the indefatigable keeper of the peace. No more to the point, we are pragmatists. I seek considerable risk in aiding your cause and negligible profit. Well, I, for one, think the captain has a point. The five seas are extremely tenuous, and many of our poor, fortunate souls has come to grief out of their waves. Why? When we were in Ishgard, I heard the tragical tale of how the heir to the House Duradane vanished at sea. Even now, namely 20 years later, the poor count remains convinced that his son still lives and would pay a sultan's ransom for news of his whereabouts. Truly a tragedy for the ages, and a testament to the misfortune of may befall us should we act without due consideration. But so long as you are prepared to abide the carnivorous whims of fate, I'll be willing to oblige you this once. That said, in light of a recent rebellion, I trust you understand that I cannot deliver you to Dome myself. I can take you only to as far as Kugane in Hingashi. We will require time to procure sufficient provision and to make ready to departure. I humbly suggest that you do the same. Surely all those hours to tower past carpeting at the Forgotten United seem to be rather better spent. Would you say not? They said they had intent to press the point of a more obliquely. There was something disconcerting about the pleasure the tower took in making the captain calm and squirm. I say we should heed the captain's advice and attend our own preparation as they ready the vessels for departure. The tower and I will procure the necessary supplies. That is, I would be grateful if you could use your time for your on the recent developments, and you may wish to review your relevant safety procedures in the event of an emergency at sea. How very prudent of you. Very well. I should go and speak with him. Of Sarah and Lise. I would like the two of you to return to Raven's and speak to our Doman allies. I fear I know too little of their homeland, and any information that can be provided would be most welcome. When we have completed our respective tasks, we will convene here at the ferry docks. Agreed? Sounds like a plan. Let's go, Sarah. So, Revenant's Toll it is. Outside. Pieces right here. Well, here we are. We need to talk to a lot of people. I think we should split up. I would ask you to House of Splendors. You could take the Rising Stone. I'll meet you there. Got it? me. You're truly planning on traveling to Doma? I don't know why I say. Forgive me. I shall aid you the best of my ability. Ours is a beautiful land nestled in the eastern coast of Otha. Along with the banks of one river, our nation thrives proud and free until the Gallians came 25 years ago. The river was our lifeblood, free to travel and go to fish. But travel was soon restricted, and now the river belongs to none. So they were a fishing town. Greetings, sir. What brings you to the troll today? Igiri. What? You go to Dora? Heavens, the signs have shown us naught but kindness, but I've never in my wildest dream did I imagine you would fight for our homeland. For 25 years we have suffered under the tyranny, and we spied an opportunity, the Emperor dead, Galamal in chaos. It seems the time was ripe beneath our lowered banners, and we gathered and our fought to reclaim our nation, but when Xenos arrived, the 12th Legion, it was over in an instant. What's that? What is it, my friend? You look like you're, as you thought you have something to ask. Did you go to join Yurgiri and Gozetsu to fight with it fills me with such joy. Ah, forgive my exuberation. You require information, yes. We of the Nakae clan have served Domas faithfully for generations. My ancestors held positions within the Doma castle even. Now it is home to the Imperial Viceroy Witch and her host of men and Magitech. To think that it was once the shining symbol of the heritage and the sea of dear Lord Kayan has become the den of the Garlean's dogs. Okay. Ah, there are. Learn anything interesting? The older Odoman spoke with tired and to teach me about the Far Eastern custom and importance of formality and politeness. I like to think Eorzean can be just as stiff and stuffy as anyone, but especially Ishgardians. But anyways, did you know they eat with sticks? It wasn't that hard actually, or at least that's what I thought until they told me I was holding them wrong. And then when I spoke with the younger Dominions, they just rolled their eyes and told me it was all the load of stupid old. Wow. Gulen sounds a lot more useful unless someone invites us to dinner, of course. I hope they do. It's not about dinner right now. Right, no point waiting around here, is it? We are heading back to the limbs of the Mensa. Alpha Notice meet us the Paradox, I think. Limsa we go! Limsa. Your return, Sarah. I trust you learned much from the Doman friends in the Ravenstall. I'm eager to hear it all, though. That can wait until we have left port. We will have time enough to talk on the journey to Kugane. Our spy trading friends have completed our preparation, assuming they have completed yours. You informed the Declan and we're ready to depart. All set, lass. See you to the airship. Yes. Beyond you.
God be praised. Full sure was I that I had come too late.
Urianger! Tell me you haven't come all this way just to see us off.
Nay, my lady. Ere you quit these shores for eastern climes, I wished to share some words of seeming import. Look ye where the sun doth rise. See crimson embers, darkening skies. Look ye where the sun doth fall. See azure lost amidst the squall.
What the fuck are you saying?
Well, that sounds suitably foreboding. Another one of your prophecies, I presume?
Of far eastern origin, aye. It is mine earnest hope that this ancient wisdom may serve to guide you on your journey.
Speak
What
plain,
dangers lie in
friend.
wait for you upon those distant shores are yet beyond my knowing.
A parting gift befitting your roundabout ways. Thank you.
I have more than words for you, my lady.
It's beautiful. Is it for me?
Though undeniably powerful, your ethereal blade taxeth you greatly in the wielding. Not so this rapier, which shall serve you just as well against all but the most formidable foe.
Impressive. It feels as though it's attuned to my ether. I shall treasure it.
Honored guests, say your farewells, for the moment of our parting draws nigh.
Avalia.
A fair wind blows, and I mean to follow.
It would seem our ship is set to sail. Pray give my regards to Thancred and the others. And take care.
A fine day, is it not? Fair winds and following seas. The Misery is enjoying herself.
The Misery? Christ.
Nevertheless, it would not do for you to spend the entirety of our voyage above deck. Let me show you to your quarters.
You fuck us over, I'll kill you. Oh, Tatara is with us. Well, it's she's probably gonna run around the city.
Ah, is it supposed to do that?
Not under normal circumstances.
Captain! You need it on deck! Something queer's afoot. The winds died down, the waters went still, and all of a sudden, we were dragged off course.
Dragged? By what?
Can't rightly say, sir. But some of the lads are muttering about seeing things in the water.
Right.
Things that shouldn't be there.
Oh, for the love of... If you will excuse me a moment. Actually, might I persuade you to join me? Loath though I am to admit it, I have a bad feeling about this.
Sure, why not? I'll fuck something up. Kraken's arms. I know this. This here is. Is this the? Yes, I know. This here is the. This here is the first dungeon. We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna call it a day, I think. Odds. What's the odds? Whoa, do you have any idea what's going on? As I said, there's the part present of the current and the misery is somehow being pulled off course. Why? Not fire up the ceruleum engines and have it hit below. An excellent suggestion based on our knowledge you should not have. Alas, our engines appear to be malfunctioning for some reason that escapes my engineers at present. Telling Captain that it's them the things the lads saw. Things I suppose that could convince you to attempt something more deciphered, adjective, for example. The sea wolves, superstitions of the fairy tales and not more. But if you know the things, should they receive the name are not the soul. The deceased woman said to lure sailors into their deaths. Preposterous. Yes, indeed. It is neither the sea nor the weather which is responding. Then it's probably the predatory entity of some sort. Perhaps a siren of some sort. For all I know, it could be a fellow spy trader employing magitech to seize the plunder passing vessel. Regardless, we have but one recourse, and let us say, turn take us where it will and deal with whatever we find. That was fairly pragmatic suggestion, but I'm beginning to like the girl. I assure you, the feeling is not mutual, and once we arrive at our destination, it will be a vessel of the island, or an island of some else. Lisa and I will remain at the ship and defend it in case of attack. Sorry, I believe you will deal with choice of venture forth and deal with the cause of our troubles. Okay. And it is settled. I know not what awaits us, but through the day it reeled us in. This dungeon is pretty normal, yeah. It's the siren song. See, yeah. Do regular duty. So let us do this, this. Shouldn't take that long. Oh, come on. A little bit. I'm not gonna run this dungeon solo. It's simply too troublesome. Really, nobody doing doing level roulettes or anything right now? Asking the people. Just gonna unsync it. Blast it. Just easier. There we have it. The spooky thing. It's actually pretty okay since it's post Halloween now, but still okay. And there we go. There. Yeah, unsync this here is with these here level 90s though. It's just like it's DPS, so people are just smashing it. There we go. This here is going to be a nasty pull. Not too nasty. And the last boss. Which is a siren. As you can see. A little bit different of what you would normally think, but... And out of here. And clear skies.
Thank the 12.
Everything here would appear to be in order. Good. Repairs should be completed by the time we return to the Misery, whereupon we shall resume our journey without further delay.
Indeed.
I swear, if I never hear another ghost story, it will be too soon.
I remember the sea, the smell of the salt, and the crash of the waves as we drew closer to Kugana.
Gashi. City Kugane.
The only port open to outsiders in Hingashi, across the Ruby Sea from Othard. All the colors of the rainbow, all the peoples of the world, all in one place. I wish you could have seen it.
Well, you made port. Congratulations. You're standing in Kugane, the western port of Hingashi, regrettably the only port in this nation that open to foreigners. To foreign trade. Oh, apologize for the unforeseen difficulties on behalf of during our journey. Needless to say, your assistance in overcoming them was much appreciated. Okay. Falcon's Port. That is to get back. We are gonna go ahead and actually we're just gonna take this quest because I'm pretty sure it's gonna lead us into deeper things, and after that we're gonna call it a day. Let's see here. Glad enough that I am to arrive. I wouldn't mind remind you at all that how far we are from home and limited resources at our disposal. You really know the brother. I shall take care not to enjoy myself in the event. In any event, Doma is our final destination, and our first order of business should be secure passage there. Captain Carlevin. Carvalayan. I realize you pledged to take us to as far as you're gonna design. No change to the terms of an agreement. Should you, however, be interested in to know how we should reach Ofa, how to go about reaching Ofa, where you in our position. At the risk of starting the obvious, you are in a port. Surely, there is kind of a generous soul here to aid you right price. Cannot be first travelers to pass seeking past the Doma. The captain makes a good point. It's like the Ugurian Goethas who were forced to come the same as the reasons we were. They have found a way to Orpha as soon they are not still in the city. Ere we seek past maps, we should first seek our friends. Leave it to me often over. Making friendly inquiries is my specialty. Let's not forget I got plenty of practice in Ishgard. Captain Carvalane, would you direct me to the nearest tavern? Desperate for a drink, are we? We may find one of the largest buildings beyond the pier. Wherever your journey here have come to an end, begins the Shoikaza hostery is the ideal place to rest and relax and reflect, or so they say. And with that, my dear sons, I bid you farewell. As soon as you have my supplies, I must away. Ours was a fast-moving business. The spice trade, you mean? But of course, surely you did not think I would travel halfway around the world and deliver you with the destination solely of my kindness of my heart. Precious the Vods, thank you, Captain. I'd never go watch over you and keep you. All right then, to the hostelry. After you.
By the 12. I thought Ishgard remarkable, but this... We are certainly not in Eorzea anymore.
A tavern is a tavern, Alphino, here or anywhere else. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's time to do what I do best.
Oh, 1,000 pardons, my lady. The signs of the 7th dawn, I presume. I hope your voyage was not too trying.
And you are?
Ah, yes, of course. Forgive me. Hancock of the East Aldenard Trading Company, at your service. On behalf of Chairman Lolorito, I bid you welcome to Kugani and invite you to take refreshments at our
Lolorito.
Lolorito? I was aware his interests extended beyond the borders of Eorzea, but not so far as Kugane. Regardless, I am disinclined to accept the hospitality of grinning merchants, especially those who serve a master with whom we have such a difficult relationship.
My, such naked suspicion. I do hope that business with the Crystal Braves did not rob you of all faith in your fellow man. Or do you really think the chairman is plotting to drag you into another one of his grand schemes?
Go put it past him.
I beg your pardon? If you are trying to win my trust, you are failing quite spectacularly.
Oh dear, have I offended you? Once again, I must apologize. Too much time in the Far East, you see. One is compelled to talk in circles round everything here, and one finds oneself longing for the invigoratingly candid speech of the Uldan markets. Though I see now that this was neither the time nor the place to indulge said longing. Might I suggest that we continue this conversation at the company offices? Too many eyes and ears here, you understand. 'Twould be decidedly reckless to say any more.
If I may favor you with the invigorating candy you apparently crave, it would be decidedly reckless to follow a man I neither know nor trust. Give me one good reason why we should accept Lord Lolorito's invitation.
Now there's the young diplomat I was told to expect. Very well then, I shall explain. You understand that you are come to a most reclusive and secretive nation, yes? One whose borders are closed to foreign trade save at this single port. Then it should come as no surprise that a great many parties have vested interests here. Merchants like myself are a given, of course, but for every one of us, you may be certain there is also an agent of a foreign government. Many notable nations and empires have embassies here, you know, including, of course, the Garlean Empire, with whom you have such a difficult relationship.
Yeah.
To paraphrase, Kagani is teeming with Imperial spies, one or several of whom could now be listening to our every word.
Something to that effect, yes. Beneath this veneer of bustling trade, a war for supremacy is being waged between world powers. One might say we were standing on the front lines, just not in public.
I still have my doubts, but he may have a point. I say we accept his invitation for now.
Hancock. Okay, let us quickly talk with Hancock. As you must be Sarah, the god, slayer of the gods, dragon, right of dragon, savior of Ishgard, stealer of pans. If some of the more puzzling rumors are to be believed, I knew it. May I say what an honor is to be a pleasure to make your acquaintance, my lady. I would know you, and we'll be going to get along famously. Now then, without further ado, allow me to escort you to company offices. Being your first time to visit, I shall make an effort to point out various landmarks around along the way, if you would be so kind to follow me. I would be so kind to follow you, because I know landmarks for everything in the city. I've been here plenty of times. This here is level 60 Kutgane, and I'm pretty sure this here is... pay attention to the standing of Konto. Loosely translated, this means the spire of the drifting souls, which is you may be deluded to, making a reference to the ether riser which stands over yonder. Designed to magically different to those challenges, yet I must trust this function is identical. The diplomat as a scholar, we will do wonders never to cease. Far Eastern etherized technology is as far as the old tradition. I assume you particular examples of constructio on Shishu Uni Shishu. Collective skills craftsmen who guarded their ancient astral techniques in the utmost secrecy. In short, we will find no less reliable as Western counterparts at Junta if you like. Would like. And I would also like to just go here and talk with him. This. Now the level mates are accessible. And now we're just going to do the standard spiel. We're going to run the city through. We're not going to take this request. And I know what is going to happen is he's going to go through all the things, but we are not waiting for that. Also, we need to remember to get this one here. And just teleport back to main Aephorite and then go for the others. So we're gonna take the one down there to Hancock. Yeah, we need to unlock this. TPN. Blackest Night. See, did I get this one attuned? I don't think so. I just need the one on south, and then that's the last one. And the last one. And that's that. Let us go to here. And thank you for watching, everybody. It's a little bit of a shorter stream, but it's going to be short until my health is fully recovered, and also because I have re-clears with static. So yeah, I think streaming may be tomorrow, depending on how I feel. Thursday we will definitely resume, depending on my mood. I have a certification coming up that I hope I pass. I need to study for that tomorrow. And then Friday I'm in the office, and that's probably not going to happen, streaming, because I'm going to be home late, and I'm going to be tired after a 4-hour drive, 2 hour each way, and I'm going to be home late. So yeah, until so weekend then. Okay, bye everybody.